Hello, my name is Margot, and today's lecture in linguistics is based on the knowledge learned this semester from George Ewell's The Study of Language, 6th edition. This semester has provided an opportunity to dive deeper into not only where our words come from, but what gives them the flow and the structure they follow. I will be discussing one key factor of our language today, and that will be semantics. The definition of semantics is the study of meaning of words, phrases, and sentences, according to Ewell. In other words, semantics focuses on the literal definition of a word, the definition that you would find in the dictionary. Take, for example, the word bet. Dictionary.com says this word means something that staked or pledged typically between two parties on the outcome of a contest or a contingent issue. In modern day slang terms, bet is interpreted as heck yeah, or you got it. The second definition is associative, and associative definitions have no place in semantics. Along with semantics, there are certain rules, roles, and features that are included in them that help our language to be functional. The first is semantic features. These are distinguishers, such as if a word is human or not, male or female, if it's an animate being, which means it can walk, talk, eat, or it cannot. These all play a role in helping a sentence to work. An example sentence demonstrating this would be, the tree ate the apple off of the human. While the sentence is okay structurally, a tree is not an animate being, so it cannot function in the role the sentence places it in. Whereas, if you switch the sentence around, the human ate the apple off of the tree, this makes sense. This is important to recognize semantic features. Here is a chart that can help demonstrate this concept. Semantic roles is next. These are also known as thematic roles or case roles and are used to describe the role a word plays in the action that is being taken. The different roles are the agent, which is what is completing the action, the theme, which is what is being affected by the action, the instrument, which is the other object that is used to complete an action, and the experiencer is just what it would seem to be, the person that can experience what is happening to them. The location is where the object is, and source is where it moves from, and the goal is where it moves to. Here's an example diagram to help better understand this concept. As you can see from this chart, as the events played out, the semantic roles transitioned, giving the sentence the correct meaning and flow throughout. The last major piece in semantics is in regards to the lexical relations. It is, as the name states, the relationship between words. There are different ways they can be related though, and that is what I would like to discuss. The first relationship is synonymy, which is when they are very closely related. While they are similar and can often replace one another in a sentence, they do not have a total sameness, which means while they are close, sometimes using the synonym would not work in a sentence. Synonymous pairs can be affected by regional language differences, such as how we say pop in the north and they say soda in the south. Examples of synonymous pairs would be word pairs such as small and little, purse and clutch, tough and hard. It can also vary in formal versus informal forms of a word. So mother is the same as mom, but one is more formal than the other. Feast is the same as meal, but one is more formal. Next is antonymy, which is two forms of a word, but they have opposite meanings. So this would be words like big and small, right and wrong, tall and short. They are divided into three categories: gradable, which means they can be placed on a scale; non-gradable, which means they are direct opposites; and reversive, which means one is the reverse action of the other. Here is a chart with some word pairs that fall under each category. Hyponymy is when a meaning of one word is included in another. In a sense, this is a hierarchy of word categories. An example would be an English bulldog, which can also be referred to as a dog, and would still be correct. The hierarchy begins with the superordinate, which are the higher level terms, and then there are the lesser terms. Another term relating to this is cohyponyms, which is two or more words sharing the same superordinate term. An example of this would be a girl and a boy. Both would fall under the superordinate category of being human. Here is a chart from the book that will help better explain this concept. Last lastly, I will cruise through a couple of remaining types of semantics. Prototypes are the characteristic instance of a category. For example, when a person thinks of a mammal, the most often thought of animal is a human. Or birds. When you think of a bird, the first thing that often comes to mind is a robin. Prototypes are one area, though, where individual experience and geographical location lead to diverse interpretation of what the prototype is. Homophones are when two or more written forms of a word have the same pronunciation. An example would be bear. It can be spelled B-A-R-E or B-E-A-R. Both have different meanings. Both are spelled differently, but they sound the same. Homonyms are one form, either written or spoken, of a word has two or more unrelated meanings. An example of this would be race, which can mean a sport based on running, or it can be an ethnic group. Another category is polysemy, which is one form of a word that has multiple meanings that are all related in some way. An example of this would be a foot. There's the foot of the bed, the foot on your body, and the foot of a hill. Metonymy is another type of relationship between the words. It demonstrates the relationships between container and contents, whole and part, and representative and symbol relationship. What this means is when someone says you drank the whole glass of water, metonymy makes it possible for our brains to register that while you didn't drink the glass itself, you drank all of the contents inside of the glass. When we say Hollywood supports the president, we know that the physical place of Hollywood isn't capable of supporting a president, but instead the celebrities that are represented by the symbol of Hollywood do. Semantics are just one piece of linguistics, one very diverse and intricate piece. As you can see through this lecture, the dig into linguistics is a long and detailed journey that I would challenge you to take. Now we will review. Once you read the question, pause the screen, come up with an answer, and we will review it as a group after. Here's the first question. Using semantic features, how would you explain why these sentences seem strange? 1, the toilet ate my chicken, and 2, my horse sings Katy Perry. The first sentence does not make any sense because a toilet is not an animate being, so it is not capable of eating anything, let alone a chicken. Second, the horse is an animate being, but only humans are known to sing. So to say a horse is singing Katy Perry is highly unlikely. Next, which of the following are gradable, non-gradable, or reversive? A, hot and cold, B, come and go, C, tall and short, D, in and out, E, friend and enemy. A, hot and cold, would be gradable because you can gauge if it's hot or it's cold. B, come and go, would be reversive. The opposite of coming is going. C, tall and short, would be gradable. D, in and out, would be reversive. And E, friend or enemy, would be non-gradable. Last question, which of the words are cohyponyms? Chicken, cat, eggplant, zebra, leg, plant. As you'll recall, words are cohyponyms when they are two words that are related under a superordinate category. So in this instance, a chicken, a cat, and a zebra would be cohyponyms of the superordinate animal. Thank you for watching, and I hope this has been helpful to you. I hope you enjoyed this and that you will continue your dig deeper into linguistics.